Today we're flowing to wheel. Join me in a seated position and we'll take a few breaths to connect to body and moment. Letting the eyes come to a close and finding a moment of stillness. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Noticing every little subtle sensation of your body today. How do you feel? Gather up all of your awareness on the next in-breath. Audible exhale. Fluttering the eyes open. And shifting the weight forward. Hands to mats. We're in a quadruped position, our hands and knees. We'll start with a bit of free movement through the spine. Maybe a cat-cow. Maybe you're making little barrel rolls or figure eights. Maybe you're rocking the hips side to side or pushing back and forth. Wherever you're at, we're just warming up the spine. Breath in and breath out. Finding your way to a nice neutral position. On the inhale, right arm grows tall. Exhale, right arm slides to the left. Flow with this. A few more cycles. Inhale to open. And exhale to rotate. Finishing off one more. And then moving to the other side. Inhale, left arm sweeps tall. Exhale, rotate. Completing that cycle, two hands come to the earth. Start to slide the big toes together and shift the hips back to the heels. Taking a cycle in. With your exhale, diving forward, shoulders and wrists align. Draw the pelvis towards the earth. Gaze high for your back bend. Start to flow here, forward and back. Child's to seal. The glutes are nice and engaged as the pelvis comes down toward the earth. And shoulder blades slip down the back, pulling away from the ears. Two more. Last one. This time, as you slide forward to your back bend, stay and hold. Perhaps you float the feet toward the sky, almost drawing the head back towards those toes. Breath in. Exhale, toes to earth. Lift the knees, hover your way to your plank. From your plank position, stepping the right foot outside of the right hand. Left knee can tap down as we expand the right hand to the sky. Perhaps right hand comes to left glute, maybe even to earth, as we twist and gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale to unwind. Exhale, stepping back to your plank. Left leg floats off the mat. Left foot steps outside of left hand. Tapping the right knee down and pulling that left hand to the sky. Option to stay. Option for left hand to go to right glute. Maybe that left hand goes to the earth as we find our twist. Inhale, unwind, hand comes up. Exhale, step back for your plank. Final breath here. And then push back to your downward facing dog. Belly back to thighs, hands plant to the earth. Give that head a little bit of a shake out. And maybe you start pedaling out the feet, bending one knee, straightening the other leg. Finding your stillness. On an inhale, right leg sweeps up and back. Let's take a bend through the right knee and stack the right hip onto the left. But as you do, make sure to plant evenly between two hands so the shoulders are squared at the top of the mat. With your next exhale, right foot steps outside of right hand. And once again, we'll expand the right hand to the sky. Inner thighs pulling together, glutes nice and tight. Find your stability here as we'll start to rise up, floating the right hand towards the wall behind you. Left hand comes forward. Maybe right hand comes to left thigh as we sweep that left arm up and over. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding that lunge. Chandrasana. Feel the quads fire up. Take a breath in. With your exhale, tap your left heel down, right forearm, right quad, and left arm starts to circle up and over. On the last circle, sweep that left bicep to frame the ear, right hand comes to match, grow long. Find strength through the spine, engagement through the hip. Beautiful breath in. Exhale, rise up, hands behind the back, fingers interlace. Draw those knuckles down, take a cycle. And exhale to release. Hands come to earth. Step back, downward facing dog. Give the head a shake. Walk those legs out. Finding your stillness. On the inhale, left leg sweeps up and back. Let's take a bend through the left knee and stack that left hip to the right. Three-legged dog. Press evenly between the two hands. Just open up that hip and oblique. Breath in. Exhale, left foot steps outside of left hand. As you arrive, expand that left arm to the sky. Think of sliding the inner thighs together and squeezing the glutes. We're just helping to find a bit of stability here because we will start to rise up when you're ready. Pulling that left hand towards the wall behind you. Right arm expands out front. Option to stay. Option to exalt. Left hand, right thigh. Right hand reaches up and over. Breath in. Exhale, hands float to heart center. Pause to breathe in this high lunge position. Knee tracks through midfoot, hips are nice and square. Next exhale, right heel taps down, left forearm, left quad, and let's start to draw circles with the right arm. On this last circle, sweep the arm up overhead, extending bicep frames the ear, left arm comes to match. Hold to breathe, spinning that right shoulder back. Inhale. Exhale, rise. Hands behind the back, clasping those hands. When you're ready, come to your back bend. Knuckles draw low, heart reaches up. Glutes are tight, take a cycle. And then exhale, let it go. 2 hands come all the way down. Step back, downward facing dog. Beautiful breath in. Big exhale. Gaze toward the fingers, hop or step up to the top of your mat, Ustrasana, forward fold. Reaching for opposite elbows, sway side to side in your ragdoll. Knees bend enough that the belly presses to the thighs. Just finding a bit of release. Arms dangle toward earth, start to grow tall. Inhale, reach tall, hands come up over the head, squeeze those glutes, start to fall back, standing back bend. Biceps frame the ears, sternum lifts to the sky, glutes are engaged. Exhale, hands pull to heart center. Let's pick up the left leg. Left and right knee align, left hand binds, left ankle. Now I'm going to keep my heel right to my glute as I start to bow forward, dropping my heart towards the earth, finding a variation of warrior 3. Breath in, rise up. And now breath out, start to pull onto that left leg, opening up the chest. From here, core tight, release the foot. Sweep the arms forward, find Virabhadrasana 3, take a cycle. And then exhale, land it down. Find your lunge, hands come up over the head. So hands over the head. From here, pull back. Find that back bend once again. Deep bend through the right. Exhale, find your pyramid. Left heel presses down, right leg straight. Round that spine forward as if you're drawing the nose toward the knee. Breath in. Breath out, start to crawl the weight forward, bending through the right leg and then tapping that left knee down. Right hand sweeps forward. Use your exhale, right hand tapping that left toe. Inhale to unwind. Exhale, sweep to tap. Last one here. Sweep back, open it up. This time you may choose to hold on to that foot. I want you to really kick that foot into the hand so you draw the sternum to the sky, start to open up the oblique on the left side and open the shoulder on the right. Breath in. Exhale, unwind. 2 hands down. Right foot swings back to meet the left. Lower all the way down to your belly. Tops of the feet press to the mat. Hands under shoulders. Let's exhale, lift the chest, lift the hands, and inhale, lower down. Next time you lift, stay lifted. Arms sweep to the side, legs sweep up 2, hold to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2. With 1, hands to earth. Push back up to your plank. Shift back to downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Breath in. Big breath out. Gazing to the fingers, hop, step, or jump. Ustrasana, forward fold, the top of your mat. Reaching for opposite elbows, sway side to side. Little ragdoll here. Let the arms dangle. And then start to roll your way up. As you come to the top, we take an inhale, hands come over the head, squeeze the glutes, start to fall back. Sternum lifting to the sky, bicep framing those ears. Exhale, hands come to heart center. From here, planting that left foot as we sweep that right leg up. Now I'm aligning my right and left knee and binding on to my right ankle. Now I'm keeping the heel to the glute as I start to kick forward. So my heart drops forward, my legs kick back. It's a Virabhadrasana 3 or a Warrior 3 variation. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1, rise it up. Okay, taking a breath in. Exhale, start to pull back on that foot, finding a standing back bend, trying to keep those hips and shoulders squared forward. With control, use your exhale to come to your Warrior 3. Right, catch your balance, doesn't have to be perfect. Right leg pulls up, hands sweep forward, hold to breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Land to your lunge. Hands come all the way up. Inner thighs pulling together, hips are square. Use your next exhale to fall back, sternum lifting to sky. Weight to the left leg. Fall back, reach back, feel the strength of the spine. With your next exhale, pyramid. Right heel places down as that left leg straight. Round yourself forward, drawing the nose toward the knee. Hamstring begins to open. You feel the heart beating. All right, notice your body, notice where you're at. 2 cycles. Last breath in. Exhale, crawl forward, bending the left knee. Tap that right knee down to earth and sweep the left hand forward. With the exhale, left hand taps right foot. With the inhale, we unwind. Starting to work through that spinal rotation, creating a little more space through shoulder. Next time we go for a bind. Now, of course, bind is always optional. Right, holding onto the foot if it's available for you. And then kicking that foot into the hand as we roll the shoulder back, finding a bit of space through the obliques. Activation through that spine. Beautiful breath in. Exhaling, unwind. From here, left leg sweeps back, lowering all the way down. Just as we did before, we'll have the hands under the shoulders, the tops of the feet pressed down. This time as we lift, we're lifting the lower body and the upper body. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Next time you lift up, stay up. From here, start to bend through the knees. Hands grab back to the ankles. Shoulders roll back, chin to chest. Option to stay, option to kick. Lifting up even more. Think about drawing the toes to the ceiling and just breathe. Exhale, lowering down. Hands to earth, toes to earth. Push your way back up, downward facing dog. 2 cycles of breath. Planting that left foot to the earth, and the inhale, right leg sweeps up and back. Bend the right knee, stack the right hip to the left, and then roll that right foot all the way to the left side of the mat as that arm sweeps tall. Wild thing. Breath in. Exhale, unwind. Right leg pops back up before stepping the right foot between the hands. Hands sweep forward. And then start to draw back into your back bend. And then sweep forward to reach. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Last two. Last one. Hands to heart center. Press the weight through the right leg, stand to drive, lifting that left knee. Once you catch your balance, bind your ankle, and then start to pull back on the left leg. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, Urdhva Dhanurasana 3, warrior 3. Left leg pulls back, diving the heart forward. Hold to breathe for 2. And 1. Left toe to the back of the mat, hands to earth. Pause in that plank. And then start to lower all the way down to your belly. Hands come off your mat, lifting your chest. And then draw a shoulder to the midline. And then swapping over. Just moving through side to side, starting to open up those shoulders. Come up through center, and then start to prepare for our next shape. Hands under shoulders, push back to a kneeling position. Toes are tucked. From here, let's bring the hands to the chest. Squeeze the glutes, and with an exhale, lift that right arm up and over, fall back, and then slide right back in on the inhale. Moving through in your flow of breath. Okay, from here, option to place the hands to the low back. From here, option to place the hands to the low back, or option to have the hands out into heart center. Wherever we're at, squeeze the glutes, fall back, sternum to the sky, biceps frame the ears, holding to breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hands to earth. Find your way to down dog. Give that head a little shake. Big breath in. Big breath out. On the inhale, left leg sweeps up and back. Let's take a bend through the left knee, stack that left hip onto the right, and then start to fall to wild thing. Left foot steps to right side of mat as left arm grows up. Inhale. Exhale, spin back. Left foot still lifted. Use your next breath out to step that left foot between the hands. Catch your balance as you start to rise up. Arms sweeping forward. Exhale, pull back, roll back. Inhale, slide forward. Next time you sweep forward, stay to pause, weight to the left leg, stand to rise. Take a moment to catch your balance. Start to bind the inner right ankle. When you're ready, pull back onto that right leg. Find your standing back bend. Breath in. Exhale, release. Find your warrior three. Right leg pulls back, hand sweep forward, pausing here. 3, 2, and 1. Right toe to the back of the mat, hands to earth. Step that left foot back. Start to lower all the way down. From here, once again, we'll lift everything up and we'll lower down. Lift everything up, lower down. All right, last one. Lift it all up. Bending the knees, binding the ankles. Once again, kick the feet into the hands, chest is lifted. Feel like bringing the toes to the sky. Breath in. Exhale, release. 2 hands come down. Push back to your kneeling position. Come all the way up. All right, this time we're coming to that camel and then staying. So option for hands to the low back, shoulders pulled together. All right, as we start to fall back, we can stay. Maybe right hand, right heel, left hand, left heel. Some of my friends may sweep that right hand up and over the head to touch the heel. Left hand comes to follow. Breath in. Exhale, hands to the low back as we release, sitting all the way down, hips to heels. All right. Some of my friends may choose to stay right here. You could place your hands behind the back and broaden out the heart. Well, some of my friends may sit between the heels, right? Once again, maybe hands come behind the back so the heart's broad, or maybe you come to forearms. Letting the heart beat. Final breath. Exhale, coming out. All right. Untangle your way from this position in whatever way works for you. I'll just step my legs out in front of me. I'll just give my legs a little bit of a wiggle here. Now we're coming toward our wheel. So if wheel is not for you today, you're welcome to lay on your back, arms by the side as we lift the hips. You could even bring the hands under the body and kind of puff up the chest like this. Okay? So this is your position if we're not doing wheel. If we are doing wheel, I'll show you how to do it and then we can all go in together. So taking your fingers, placing them under your shoulders, fingers toward your heels. What we'll do here is we'll lift the hips, lift to the crown of the head comes to the mat. You can stay or you could press up. So feel free to join me if you haven't already. Let that head hang heavy and long. Think about stacking the shoulders to the wrists and just breathe with me. Final breath in. And exhale, lower down, head to earth, hips to earth. Let yourself breathe. Rock the knees side to side. Pulling knees to chest. And just letting those sensations leave the body. The feet float back to the mat. Maybe right shin stacks onto left quad. We'll just let that stack of legs fall over to the left. Little twist. Exhaling to release. Then we'll move to the other side. Left shin, right quad. Stack of legs falls to the right as we relax in our twist. Unwinding, bringing both soles together. Let the knees fall out to the sides, letting the eyes close, and just connecting back to breath. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like. Thank you for joining me for practice.